Dude, you don't even have to leave your house to watch a movie anymore. You watch it in the metaverse.
It's a good and a bad. You know,
you're gonna watch the movie in your couch.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome into the Crypto Watchlists podcast. Hopefully, you guys are having a fantastic day. Happy Thursday. Whew, that was a lot to say, but I feel pretty good today, man. How are you feeling today, John?
Feeling good.
You got you got some new cryptos, huh?
Yeah,
got some new crypto. We're gonna be talking about it today,
we got some
guys.
crypto to talk about.
We're gonna be talking about it today, so hopefully you guys stick around.
There's some really good cryptos that we've mentioned some before, and there's some new ones, but there's some good ones that we think that even though a lot of these have gone on a little pump. Yep. We mentioned these on the show, a couple of these before, but now we're actually going to give them some highlight. And and one of these that we're going to mention went on a little pump recently in the past week, and it has to do with the metaverse, etc. But it's on a nice little dip right now, so we're gonna go over it and explain why we think it's legit, and then why we like it and stuff like that.
Yeah, and action packed.
Yeah, and if like out of these two or three, like one of these I've had in my portfolio, I profited and I sold it, but I'm gonna buy back in the bear market. I think it's gonna do well in the bear market in the sense of like price, being able to afford it.
Yeah.
And then one of these I bought in, and then one of the other ones we're talking about, you bought in.
Yeah, I'm in it currently right now.
Yeah, and then one of the ones we're talking about, I'm in it currently as well. I bought the dip over like the last week, and it's up right now. So we're gonna let you know
exactly
what
it's gonna be an action-packed show today, guys. So please strap in, get your coffee, get your drinks. Let's get into it. All right. Whew, overall market cap. Let me go ahead and refresh real quick. Boom, we're still the same. All right, 2.67 trillion, down almost 2% on the day. Let's see where Bitcoin is sitting at. All right, 61,000. All right, it's not doing too bad. It's still, at its floor, so that's great.
Yeah, it
hasn't dipped.
It's stabilized at 60K for a while now.
Yeah, man, that's good. Good thing for Bitcoin. Ethereum has retraced a little bit from all-time high, but
46,
still doing pretty good.
I thought it was about to pass 5,000, man.
I think it will. I mean, honestly, like, I still think it will. ETA, I'm gonna go kind of, yeah.
Couple weeks.
If I go conservative, I would go end of the month. If I wanted to be like buy type, I would probably say in the next week and a half. Probably hit 5K.
Like 2 weeks.
Something like that. So short term, I would say week and a half. Long term, I would say end of the month for Ethereum to break all-time highs again. In other news, Solana just jumped USDT, which is kind of crazy. It's become the fourth largest cryptocurrency in this bull market so far, sitting at what, $71 billion? God damn. Mm-hmm. That is pretty dope, man. Shout out to Solana. Now, Solana has a lot of big things coming to it. They got, a bunch of games. I was just showing John off air Star Atlas, which is going to be a pretty cool game that's built on Solana. Has to do with the metaverse as well. If you guys want to check that out, you can definitely do so. But I feel like Solana will be capped until it can, quote unquote, talk to other protocols, other layer ones. Because right now it's just on an island by itself. It's just what I think. You know what I'm saying? When it has that interoperability type where it can talk to Ethereum, talk to Avalanche, Polkadot, everyone else, I feel like it would be utilized a lot more because people will want to jump in and out of that ecosystem because there's a lot of stuff on Solana as far as like the DeFi space goes. Tons of stuff with Solana, man. But bridging it is the problem. It's freaking hard to bridge to it. So we'll see what happens with Solana. But shout out to Solana for doing its thing.
That's the tweet of the day I found for later.
Oh, got it. Okay.
It'll be a cool, interesting conversation. And very, very good rant for you guys. We're going to talk. This is good. This is going to be a good one at the end of the show, I think.
Oh,
Not too long, like 5 minutes.
It looks pretty interesting. I haven't read through all of it, but it looks pretty interesting.
It's a little thread, but we're going to read it for you guys.
Cardano has dipped a little bit from $2, but I mean, it'll probably break $2 again. So don't even worry about it, Cardano holders. You guys are soon to be blessed. I'm pretty sure, man. A lot of people are hating on you guys right now, and when that tends to happen, when everybody else is talking about it negatively, that's when it ends up blowing up, and then they want to hop back on the bandwagon. So don't freak out, Cardano holders. Just continue to hold, man, and you guys will see the light at the end of the tunnel. I have no I don't.
Cardano? Yeah.
Cardano.
I think Cardano will be fine.
I think so too. XRP hit I think like $1.23. I think.
Yeah, XRP was pumping.
Yeah, it was pumping up a little bit. Now people are gonna get a lot of flack for us for that, but I mean, you guys got to realize XRP is basically when we quote unquote started the bull run, even when Bitcoin did his all-time high, a lot of other alts were pumping, and XRP kind of just stayed where it was. So I feel like, now that it's pumping just a little bit, we know that the lawsuit is not over or anything like that. And, price appreciation is not going to go crazy. But to see XRP kind of moving just a little bit, just give you a little, heartbeat, a little blood rushing, I think it's a good thing, man.
Yeah.
Don't hate on us too bad for it.
XRP deserves, it's been held back for a long time.
Yeah, a long time, dude. It's coming. It's coming. We just got to be patient, just like ADA holders. Polkadot has joined the $50 club. John and me have stated that we probably think that Polkadot will hit $100 by the end of this bull run. So it could join the $100 club relatively soon. Polkadot is doing a lot of amazing things. We always talk about the parachain auctions. I think the Akala parachain auction, crowd loan, is on its final stages. So if you guys got whitelisted, I'm whitelisted in that. If you guys got whitelisted, they sent out an email telling you, what the next steps that you have to do in order to, allocate your funds and things of that nature. So it should be a good time if you guys enjoy, or not enjoy, but you guys like Akala as something you want to invest in. Then I would say, it might be a good opportunity for you to kind of get in. But just for clarification, you guys, you have to hold your Polkadot. If you're going to do it, you're going to have to hold that Polkadot. They're going to have to hold it for 2.5 years, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a long time.
So it's a long time. So if, depending on how much Polkadot you allocate to it, you have to know that it's going to be sitting there for 2.5 years. So just want to give you that clarification.
Dang, it's a long time.
It's a long time, man. But in return, you get the tokens that you allocated your dot for. So in our case, it would be Akala, and I don't know how many tokens that would be, but for example, Moon River, if you would have did that for Kusama, you only had to give one Kusama, and one Kusama was like $300, and they gave you, I think, without exaggerating, I think it was 10 tokens, which Moon River was sitting at like $400 each. So you made your money back technically, but you still will have to hold that in there for 2.5 years. Dogecoin is sitting at 25 cents. Hasn't really done much. Actually down almost 22% on the week, 3% on the day. It's just, Dogecoin is just a sitting duck right now. USDC passed Shiba.
Stablecoin. Shiba just going the opposite direction now.
Well, hey, but remember that article we broke yesterday about the billionaire.
Yeah.
We told him, we were like, look, bro, he made $1 billion. He might start doing some stuff. And we're gonna show you guys today what transpired. We're gonna give you an update with that.
Was it him?
It was him. Yeah, it was him for sure.
No way.
And then we got Luna, we got Avalanche, and
no, wasn't. Was it really?
Matic. Yeah, man. It is. It was him. No, okay. Let me backtrack. I don't want to give out false information. Let me retract that statement. I don't know verbatim that it was him, but
it's just in general.
With it going down as much as it did, how could it not be him?
It's probably a sell-off with a bunch of other people, maybe.
You think though? Yeah. Maybe people freaking out?
Yeah,
maybe it could be true. Let me show you guys what we're talking about, right? So for those of you guys who are listening, we're showing off the article right now about what happened. So this one is from finbold.com. They said almost $15 billion leaves SHIB's market cap as hype around the coin fades. So on Thursday, November 4th, Shiba Inu's token fell again, taking the decentralized meme cryptocurrency even further away from all-time highs, which was sitting at 4 zeros and 88 cents, I guess.
Of a cent,
yeah. Which was reached just last week. Following a significant increase in the end of October, the token's price has been on a downward trajectory for the past few days. In particular, SHIB has crashed a total of 14.8 billion as the asset went from 44.5
I think it's just a sell-off.
On October
28th. He I don't know if he's selling it, but a lot of people have been
raised.
Down,
it says SHIB's whale
10 individuals hold
Yeah.
71% of the cryptocurrency tokens, and one of them is reportedly moving the same amount of money around the blockchain.
That was what we reported
yesterday. So he's
yesterday.
removing things around, but did he sell? Yeah, I don't know. But either way.
This was the tweet that we showed off yesterday about them moving around.
I think some of the whales are selling.
People are freaking out.
Because if he sold, it would take it way more than that.
It would.
But
maybe he sold a little bit. Maybe he's a millionaire at this point.
We don't know. A lot of people are selling though.
But a lot of people are freaking out, guys. I mean, if we just look at the chart one more time, you guys can see like
buy 30% down.
At this rate, you guys might even gain another zero. I mean, I don't like to be negative, but you know, you might join another zero. So hopefully you guys are smart and took some profit, because I mean,
instead of just watching it go up,
it literally went from almost $44 billion. It
was 50 billion at one point,
and it's like half now, guys.
It was 50 billion at one point. So people who made tens of thousands now only have like half of that. That's half. Think about it. There's like 50 billion and half of that. If you had, let's say you had $1 billion at all-time high, now you'd have half. I mean, see, that's still a lot of money, but I'm talking about like people who have like, let's say like 50,000, 100,000. Now you have 50,000.
Yeah. I mean,
you lost half your money like that. It's because you're holding, being greedy, wanting more.
I mean, we don't talk about it much, but it is a part of our past. We ended up getting rugged on a project, right? And we had the same mentality. You know what I'm saying? We were up tens of thousands of dollars, and we decided we were going to hold out for the long haul, because it was like, all right, well, this 10,000, this 15,000 is not worth it. I would rather just take the 100,000 when I get there. For hindsight 2020, never got there. It ended up getting rugged, but it's just one of those you live and you learn type moments. And when we started this channel, we were like, bro, we need to be able to have these conversations with others so that they understand that these things could happen. And not saying that SHIB was going to get rugged or anything, but you have to kind of look at that like, what I'm saying, is that something that you're really going to feel comfortable putting tens of thousands of dollars in when you're up hundreds of thousands? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah,
that seems kind of dumb.
It's like the Squid Game. That guy put 28,000 in.
His whole life savings, bro. His whole life savings into that.
All we did was put in like 1,000, and then that's it. That turned into like a few thousand and 10,000. Like for me, it only made like I don't know, like up to like what $3,000-$4,000, but I only put in like a couple $100, like $400.
Yeah,
turned at 3,000, 4,000. It was gone. Didn't even get a chance. Held it. Oh, this thing loses a zero. We're gonna make 100,000. Like that's what people probably thought was SHIB. They're like, oh, but it's holding a million. I'll be a million. I have somebody tweet. They tweet, if SHIB hits a cent, I'm gonna be a millionaire.
Everybody says that,
and we tell it's not gonna happen, dude. The amount of money, the volume that needs to be pumped into a meme, it's just not gonna happen.
I mean,
take what you can. Like, no, what's gonna get there? And then now, what are you doing? Just sitting there looking at it.
Well, you're probably depressed at this point.
And then you're wasting all this time. You don't even know how to invest in the real crypto that's pumping right now. Yeah, we got so many. We're gonna show you just a few. Just a little
snippet.
And there's so many.
Yeah. Keeping moving on to more news of the day, man. Hong Kong's regulators reevaluate the retail crypto ETF. So remember when we launched? Remember when we talked about what was that other?
It was Australia.
Was it Australia?
Well, we talked about Bitcoin ETFs for like a week straight.
Yeah.
And also, the U.S. We also broke news that the U.S. has over 40 pending ETFs to approve.
Right.
That's a lot. There's only like 2 or 3 that are approved right now
so far.
And then Australia came out saying that they're looking into getting theirs guidelines for ETFs to be approved. And then now Hong Kong, which is separate from China's dictatorship, right? I believe.
I think so.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not really into that whole stuff, but Hong Kong over here is saying that they're going to create their guidelines to allow an ETF approval for their stock market.
Yeah. So it's
coming.
It's coming, guys.
Adoption is coming.
The reason why we want to bring you guys this article, not for the specific news about Hong Kong. It's not about Hong Kong. It's just about the money, the adoption, the understanding that's going to be surrounded by the crypto space. It's going to be flooding into the crypto space. We're showing you guys that, countries are talking about this stuff.
Yeah,
now.
you have the Iran one too?
I do, but I don't have it pulled up. Let me grab it really quickly.
That's just a quick mention on that. Iran, which they
right here,
they allow crypto mining, but they ban users from using crypto and paying in crypto, and it's mostly because they think that it's criminal activity. It's a really short article. If you go to the bottom, I already read it. It says we need special council of representatives from state bodies and private enterprise. So they want to work with private companies and the state, the government, to create regulations for cryptocurrencies. The CBI or the Security and Exchange Organization are not qualified enough to set rules for cryptos given the multidimensionality of the issue. It says that they basically, so if you go down to the very bottom, it says we are ready to help set rules that can ensure a positive impact of cryptos on the economy while minimizing criminality. So they want crypto, but they just want to make sure that there's rules and guidelines. So for when someone does something illegal, they know how to handle it. They know how to get ahead of it and keep people from doing illegal things. That's all it is, and that's crazy. Iran is huge, right?
Yeah.
Whether or not they're an ally or we're against them or enemy, whatever. But the fact that all these countries are talking about crypto, that's the crazy. They're all talking about it. This crypto was a joke 3 years ago. No, it was a joke. No one cared.
You were such a tin hat back then.
No one cared back then.
Where it was like nobody really talked about it. And if you did find somebody,
they would think some people really today think you're weird. Like I was talking to somebody about like crypto. I'm like, oh, what do you YouTube talk about crypto? I'm like, oh, they have no idea what it is.
Right.
And I'm just explaining to them, oh yeah, it's a change of the world, like the change of the generational like wealth. There's a change of the economic world, a new monetary system, everything. And they're just like, oh, they don't think that that's going to happen. I'm like, it's going to happen whether you want it or not. You're going to they're already going to program you into it. You're going to be learning, you're going to be using QR code. You're going to be paying Apple Pay. You're going to be using debit cards anymore. You don't need any of that stuff anymore. It saves the elites money. It's going to change the way we utilize our wealth, like our funds. Everything's gonna change. How you buy stuff, how you like everything. Just everything.
You notice when we used to go to the restaurants before all the world went to crazy town? We had the regular menus, right? We would just look at them, and then when we went back, it just was just QR codes. There was no like, hey guys, we're moving over to QR. It was just QR codes. And then you just had to figure it out. And then if you were like, wait, I don't understand. How do you do it? They're like, oh, yeah, bro, you just open up your camera app and then you put it on there and then it syncs. It'll open up. It's
cheaper than them printing out menus and people like kids drawing on them, ripping them, getting spilling stuff on it. It's cheaper. It saves them money. QR code just sticks in the corner and it's there forever. One-time fee, boom, always there. Yeah. They update it on the cloud. They update their menu, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, a physical menu paper can get outdated over time. So they ask something new to the menu. What do they have to do? They have to print a whole new hundreds of menu cards for their whole, if it's like a restaurant chain, like Olive Garden, there's like tens of thousands of Olive Gardens around the US or whatever. And then they have a big menu. Like, oh, they had a new pasta. They make a new one every time and laminate it and make a new one every time. Now they have a QR code. They just update it on the computer, like updating your Instagram page or bio.
Your website. Boop, 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 boop. That's all they have to do.
Upload a picture. There's a new menu, new price. Yeah. Like they can change the prices because now I don't know if you ever see the shows. Like you have a menu and you're like, hey, can I get this one? It's still $5. Oh no, actually it's $7 now. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Now they just update on the thing. It's simpler for them.
Yeah.
You have to understand.
It really is.
They don't care about us. They want to save money.
Yeah.
That saves them money. And crypto was not talked about. This all has to tie in with digital.
Yeah.
Not cryptocurrency, just crypto, digital assets, whatever you want to call it.
That kind of goes to the point that you were making earlier about, countries talking about it, everyone talking about it now. And to the person that you were talking to was like, they don't believe that crypto is going to actually be utilized that fast. Well, it's like, it's already here, guys.
Yeah.
It's literally already, you could, just with the example of the restaurants and the QR codes should tell you everything you need to know. They literally just did that, bro, and everybody now it's normal. Nobody was like,
it's still a little bit of a transition because I still see people paying like with Apple Pay. Yeah. Some people still pull their card out and like I make sure I'm programming my mind to not have to pull out my card anymore. I'm making sure there's Apple Pay first before I even worry about the card. So it takes a while for some people to eventually, because some people still try to pay with cash, and now you start to see less of cash. You're starting to see less of people going to the
kiosk to pull out money.
No, self checkout. But who's a cashier or whatever.
Cashiers at the grocery store.
Yeah. People just go straight to self checkout now.
Well, Walmart is almost all digital now.
Yeah.
There's no,
and then Costco's
people.
uploaded a bunch of new kiosks for self checkout.
Yep.
It saves them money. Even movie theaters, you really don't even, you buy on your app now. I remember like 8 years ago, and my nephew just bought the ticket on the app. I was amazed. I was like, what?
Yeah, that was pretty.
Like maybe like 10 years ago. It was a while ago. It was a long time ago. And I remember I wasn't like amazed. I was just like, what? Like, that's so cool. Like he's like, oh yeah, look, this is a new thing that they did. You can just go buy it on the app. And I was like,
remember
it was like when it was fresh. It was like kind of new.
He was going on a date, I think.
Yeah, and then he bought a ticket on the app. And we would think that back then, I remember when we used to watch movies, we would wait in line at midnight on Thursday, and you had to wait in line to get the ticket. The line was like out the door. We had to get there early and camp out. Like, remember the midnight showings? Paranormal Activity or the Twilight movies, anything like that. Back in the day, the first Iron Man, you would have to wait in line, and there'd be a lot of people and get the ticket. Or you'd go like 3 days in advance, and you have to go physically go and get the ticket. Now you just buy it online like a month in advance.
Exactly.
And reserve your seat because we have the app. Boop.
Yep.
You see how simple it is now? It just happened over time.
So it's gonna happen, guys, and that.
Do you remember? We were in high school.
I remember that.
We would go wait in line.
I remember.
We would wait in line at the movie theater.
But I
mean,
mean,
one person.
I feel like the experience. The experience.
Oh, we're sold out.
Was what was fun.
Yeah.
But I mean, as technology continues to grow, there will be more experiences.
Dude, you don't have to leave your house to watch a movie anymore. You watch it in the metaverse.
It's a good and a bad. You know,
you're gonna watch the movie in your couch in the metaverse.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, let's go watch me. I'll pick you up in my Lambo in the metaverse.
I still want to go to like a basketball or a football game in the metaverse, where I'm like courtside. I still want to do that, bro.
Can you imagine a Grand Theft Auto world in the metaverse? So like you have a safe house, it's like Ready Player One. So like you live over there, but obviously I could either teleport to you or I could enjoy the scenery. I can drive to you. Right. So like it'd be like Grand Theft Auto. You know how like in Grand Theft Auto you can technically transport to any location on the thing. Yeah. Or you could fly or whatever, but like I used to like to drive there. Yeah. So imagine in the metaverse, you have your Lambo in the metaverse, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go drive to Mike's house in the mansion over here in the hills. When I'm in the metaverse, I'm just driving like, yeah. And I'm on the phone with you in the metaverse. Hey, I'm on my way. I'm just driving through.
Yeah,
that would be so cool. Like that's what's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen.
It's really gonna happen.
People are gonna live in the metaverse, have more fun there than in reality.
No, we've been talking about the metaverse a lot on the channel because, you know, as it is a trending topic right now. But even more so than that, KuCoin is launching their virtual offices in Bloktopia's metaverse.
I call it KuCoin City.
So if we go down, this is like
people be walking around there.
Kind of a generalization of what it would look like.
They're saying that you're gonna have an office that you can decorate your office and stuff, and you're gonna walk around there. You're gonna be walking around seeing other crypto traders that use KuCoin. So when you enter the KuCoin City or whatever, and you're walking around like, hey, what's up, man? What are you doing? Oh, I'm about to go buy some ETH. Oh, I'll go with you. It's literally like that's what's like when you go and buy ETH in the metaverse. You would be walking to a portal like a port and then buying. You know how you would buy it on the app?
Yeah.
So technically, you'd be physically buying it in the metaverse. So like you can just come with me.
Yeah, last week
we can all have fun and talk and stuff,
including Facebook, Microsoft, Nike, have announced their intentions to join the metaverse. Facebook officially rebranded, and this is where it all kind of started and generated from.
And look at what Microsoft did.
Microsoft updated its Teams and Xbox gaming console services as part of its metaverse plans, and Nike's job postings showed the apparel company was hiring a virtual shoe designer.
So that means that you can buy Nikes and Jordan too. Jordan's signed up in there too. They bought patents. You can buy Nikes and stuff. So like probably when you buy the shoe in real life, you could get the NFT for it. So it verifies that the shoe that you have is real. On top of you have the digital version of it in the metaverse, so you can wear it in the metaverse.
Yeah.
This is really a thing. They're trying to make it to where you're in the metaverse and you can buy things in real life and have it in the metaverse as well, and it makes more money for them, and then you're living in the metaverse. That's how crazy it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean that conversation we had yesterday about, you know, AMC getting their NFTs and all of that with all the posters and how you were saying with the posters and stuff, and it just as we continue to go on, man, it just seems more and more real that this stuff is actually gonna happen. It's crazy.
Facebook led the charge by going all in and saying, hey, we're rebranding our whole entire empire.
Yep.
And then now these companies are like, they follow suit. That's how they stay. No one wants, these companies are worth billions, if not trillions of dollars. They're not going to get blockbustered.
No.
They're not going to get blockbustered. They're not going to become they're going to be, okay, if Facebook's doing it, we have to do it too. We have to jump in and do it too. It's all one after the other. Amazon's going to do it next. You already know. The movie theaters we already broken news. They're talking about crypto. They're gonna link up with some metaverse stuff and say, "Oh, we can do streaming where you can stream in the metaverse." And then it's like buying. You can literally, you have to buy a ticket though. It's like buying a digital ticket. You can watch it in person or watch the ticket in the theater.
Yeah. Like I said, man,
but in the metaverse theater,
it's gonna be freaking just amazing.
It's gonna be. I'm excited. That's why I said like 2 weeks ago. I was like, I hope I'm not like 70 when this happens, when this all comes to reality.
I don't think so, man.
I hope I'm like 35, 36, maybe 40 something.
By the way, things
10, 20 years
are looking right now, I don't see it, man. Even on Twitter, they're freaking Ryan. Is it Newer?
His name is Crypto Man
Ran. Sorry, brother.
That's a cool name.
He said in the last 3 days, Facebook's all in on the metaverse. Microsoft is entering the metaverse. McDonald's giving away NFTs. We broke that to you guys. Burger King said, hey, we want to give away crypto because I don't know. I don't really know.
They were giving out crypto for every purchase. They're just trading.
Really
The thing is,
Burger King.
The key thing is that Burger King said you have to have a digital wallet. They're trying to get people accustomed to the terminology and the action of having a wallet and the necessity of it. People really don't care or they don't really want one. They're trying to get people to, hey, this is what you need to learn how to do. Remember I said, then the banks are going to start sending little emails and little videos of Sally goes to the bank and set up her digital wallet. She doesn't have to go see the teller anymore. She can just move her money over here. Like they're going to start doing like little kid predictive programming type things.
So do you think that Burger King has a QR code on their receipt that shows them how to do it? Because like
you have to have a digital wallet, and then you basically would have them. They'll send whatever it is that they're offering to your wallet.
Yeah,
you need to have a wallet to receive it.
But like for an average person, like say like a baby boomer that wants Burger King, they're just going to get a large fry or something that's worth $5 or more, because I think that's the restriction or the thing that you have to do. Is the teller supposed to be like, hey, if you do this, you have a chance to win a Bitcoin. We gotta have a wallet.
But they're giving out things for free.
What the hell is a wallet? You know what I'm saying? So then are they gonna have? That's the thing that I don't like. How are they gonna understand?
But it's mostly gonna be for people that are intrigued by it first.
Yeah, that's true. It's
not gonna go after. It's not gonna be cold people that are like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It's gonna go after people that are intrigued by it, and then they're gonna go ask them, hey, how do I do this? And then that's when they're probably gonna say, oh yeah, that's what you need to do. Yeah. That's how it always starts. They start by. And then it's word of mouth. Look at Squid Games. Squid Games dropped on Netflix. How did that spread? It didn't spread because Squid Game had a big promotional run. No, Squid Games popped. 2 or 3 people watched the whole thing. Like, oh, damn, this is good. Sent it to their friends. And then, oh, damn, this is good. And it kept going. And then it went on social media. Same thing is going to happen here. People are going to be using the digital wallets. Like, oh, I got free crypto. Hey, how did you do it? Oh, this is how I did it. And then that's how they start.
King.
That's how they start you from getting mass adoption. It spreads amongst the people first. But the elites, they drop a bucket. The smart ones always latch on first, or the ones that are intrigued. We're like in a different realm though. Like whoever's watching this channel, whoever's on crypto Twitter, whoever's on crypto TikTok, crypto Instagram, you guys, we're like in a different class. We're like not in that class that they're trying to target. They're not trying to target us. We already know what's the deal.
We already know what the deal is.
But they're targeting the masses, and the smart ones of the masses. It sounds weird that I'm saying this. We gotta think about it. They're throwing it to the masses. We're not in that category. We already know what's going on. We already know how to do. We already have a wallet set up. We would already know how to go there and already know how to do it.
Exactly. I want my Bitcoin.
But they are gonna just throw it to the regular masses, and then the masses who are never really cared about crypto at all or anything, but have somewhat, intuition of thinking or what is this? They're trying to get those people, and those people inadvertently are gonna lead the charge of pulling in all the other freaking people that have no idea what's going on.
Exactly. And then the last part of it says Nike's entering the metaverse. Mass adoption is here, guys, and it's here right now. So guys,
that's how it always starts off.
Honestly, irregardless of the metaverse, it's primarily talking about crypto. If you're not in it right now, you're tippy-toeing, you're afraid, you don't know what's going on. Every day on this channel, we give you guys articles. We show you guys articles, not for the article itself. Sometimes it is, but for the most part, we're trying to mold your mind around what's gonna happen.
What's really interesting to me is that this is very reminiscent. I remember I can count on my hand maybe 3 or 2 times how many times I've seen someone pay with a check. right?
I haven't seen that in a long time.
I've seen it 2 or 3 times this year, 2 or 3 times, where a lady was trying to pay with a check. She wrote the check, gave it to the out of Costco. She wrote the check, wrote the amount of what she was paying.
They could do that?
Yeah,
damn,
that's old school. And she wrote the check, gave it to the check. They had to verify. All right, cool. And then they cashed it out, or whatever. And then they gave her the groceries. Like, they let her leave with the groceries. They paid with check. I've only counted my hands 2 or 3 times. Now with cash, it used to be frequent. Now cash is like a little less than 10, maybe 10 to 15 times, maybe 10 times I've seen people pay with cash. So you gotta think back. There's some people that still do not pay with cash. They do not pay with debit card or credit card. They still pay with check. Dang. And there's still people that are paying with cash that do not pay with debit card. I don't like banks. I don't like debit cards.
Yeah.
They just still pay with cash. I'm a cash man. I love cash. People used to think you were broke because you didn't have cash when you have, I have my card. Remember that was a negative connotation?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was like a negative thing. People think you were broke because you didn't have cash.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't carry cash. Like, I don't carry cash. I haven't had cash on me all year, pretty much. Maybe like a couple dollars.
I never liked carrying cash, just for the simple fact that like anyone can get robbed.
Yeah, I haven't had
anyone
cash.
can get robbed.
I can't remember the last time I carried cash and was willingly like, oh yeah, I need some cash. I need like $20-$40 to put in my pocket. Like, never. Never. It's not even a thought anymore.
The only time,
you know what I mean?
The only time I would pull out cash, low key though, is if I go to like LA.
Or a swap meet or something.
Or some swap meet.
Yeah, something that takes cash. But those places,
they'll be scamming.
Those places
out there, man.
Nowadays, you have a Square, you can pay with Venmo, you can pay with Cash App. There's a ways to not have cash anymore. But it's just interesting how I'm thinking about like how we're aging out, and there's like less and less people using up the previous technology. So then right now we're at the golden ages. Right here, we're on the transition from debit cards, credit cards to Apple Pay. Right. So then, and once Apple Pay takes over, we're not gonna see that many debit cards, credit cards anymore, and then we're gonna see people paying with their phone and Apple Pay, and then from there it's gonna be digital wallets.
Yep.
Which is your bank and everything's tied into that. You can send and receive money, just like Cash App, just like Venmo.
I agree. I definitely agree. Now, guys, are you guys ready? Because this is the part of the show,
freaking video right here. I love it.
That we are going to start talking about some of the cryptos. Now, this is the first one. The first one we want to talk about is going to be one that John bought the dip on.
I bought it at $6. Shout out to Dante DeFi. Put us in one of our videos with him. I think the most recent one or the one before, he broke down Cardano. And I'm going to break down really quick what it is, but he broke down Cardano. And Cardano hit like $9 today. Cardano is a proof of work crypto, one of the only ones that can actually be scaled. A scalable proof of work crypto that people, a lot of institutions, a lot of people love. They actually love this thing. And I don't know if I sent you the tweet, but I can read this thing real quick. The tweet, I don't know if that's the one that is Cardano related. The latest one. I think you have it open though, but I don't want to pull it up yet.
Yeah, I don't think.
Oh, at the bottom.
Have
right there. Go up.
This one?
Yeah.
No, that's where.
Okay, that's another one. All right, cool. So Cardano right here, it says the Cardano blockchain is designed to be the friend that calls 9 other friends to help out. Each packing the boxes at the same time so more can be achieved in a shorter time. The blockchain startup achieved this by creating a blockchain with the potential to contain several other chains that can be mined in parallel. What does that mean? My favorite word, it's interoperable. It's an interoperable proof of work blockchain. Plus, we also say with Dante, the SEC, the governments, they like proof of work. They like people not staking. They like people not doing the yield farms, liquidity pool. They like people who have setups and allow these tokens to be mined manually. Yeah. They can track it. They can organize how much is coming in. They can see all that stuff. They don't like people being whales and having law and staking, because the more you stake, the more you make. That's the name of the game of proof of stake. The more you make, the more you stake. That just came off the top of my head. I'm gonna put that on hashtag today.
Woo,
the more you stake, the more you make. Right?
Yes, sir.
So proof of work, they like the proof of work because they can keep tabs on all these mining and all these protocols that allow them to manually create these tokens, etc. I know it's like a crazy words are coming out of my mouth right now, but Cardano is an actually scalable proof of work crypto it's a baby that's gonna blossom. I think. Yeah. You can look at Dante's video on it. He broke it down. He broke down Cardano and he convinced me to get into it. I got into it. I think Mike's still waiting, but I think he got into something else we'll talk about after. But
yeah,
I pulled the trigger at $6 and I'm happy. I'm gonna hold it long term. I think it's ready to go. In the Discord, we talk about it. And yeah, Cardano is fire. It's one of you guys need to look at. Just look at it and you'll see.
Yeah, so for me, for clarification for me on Cadena, the reason I didn't get into it was not because I don't believe in the project. It was only because I ended up getting into something else. And that something else that I ended up getting into was Avalanche. Now, I told you guys that I was looking into Avalanche. I was looking into Luna. I was looking into...
That thing was at $40 for a long time. We were talking about it.
Yeah, remember? It was at $40 when we first started talking about it. And the reason I got into Avalanche is not for the price appreciation. The reason I got into Avalanche is for the DeFi space. So I'm starting to dip my toes in the DeFi space. I've on my TikTok, we don't really talk about it much just because I don't know. I don't like shilling myself. It's kind of weird. But I showcased some of the protocols that I was on, you know, how much money I've been making so far and things of that nature. So, I mean, it's not a lot, hindsight 2020. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars a day. I'm not doing that, guys. I'm making, you know, literally, you know, $14, $20 someday, you know, $10 someday. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you know, we talk about Wonderland Time as well. That's on the Avalanche ecosystem as well. So
we're both in Time making money. It works.
I'm really enjoying Avalanche, guys. It's one of those things where I believe honestly it could hit $100 this year as well. Probably 150.
Yeah. It's gonna enjoy the $100 club.
So, but
Top 10.
But like I said, I'm not in Avalanche for the appreciation in that sense. I'm more in Avalanche for the DeFi space. So
it only has 391 million total supply.
Yep.
Max supply it could ever get to is 720.
Yep.
I really like Avalanche too. Like I like it too. So 720 that can ever exist. And right now the total supply is 320, so it's capped at 391. I mean, 391 million. It can go up to 720 if needed. Either way, still under $1 billion. I like Avalanche. I would definitely look into it for myself personally, getting into it during the bear market as long as Cosmos. I have a little bit of Cosmos, but those two and Flow. Oh, are we talking about Flow? No, we're not.
We're not in
Flow.
this episode,
Flow is one that I want to add on to in the bear market. I like Flow, so I might miss the price run of Avalanche. It's fine, but if whatever it is in the bear market, I'm going to buy some.
Yeah, I'm not in it for that. I'm not in it. I mean, because
I like the ecosystem.
Theoretically, I bought in way too late for any type of price appreciation. So price appreciation is just whoop. It's like right over my head. But for the use case and what I'm using it for, it works out perfectly. Now, I want to show you guys this tweet real quick. Now, you guys, if you don't know, Grayscale is huge. It's freaking massive. You just Google Grayscale.
Avalanche is actually working with the Digital Pound Foundation too, along with XRP and QUANT and Electronium and stuff.
Yep. So Grayscale put out this tweet today. Actually, it says as the digital asset ecosystem continues to grow, so does our list of assets under consideration. This week, Avalanche and Terra
Luna
join the
They're
list.
looking into adding Avalanche and Terra Luna to their thing. That is so cool.
Yeah, so it's their investment opportunity.
Follow the elites. Watch
big elite,
what
guys.
they do, not what they say.
Elite. Big elite. Now,
ETFs. That means potential ETFs for all these type of cryptos.
Yep.
That's the power of it. Bitcoin ETFs, let them populate all over the place, and then remember what is next. They're saying Ethereum is next, but remember we've asked this question: what's after Ethereum? Those two could be on the list. Polkadot's obviously on there. Cardano's on there because they have Cardano in their portfolio already.
Now you can look at Avalanche and you can look at Luna as well. So, you know, could be something. We're
ETFs
not saying
are
get
good
into
sign
it,
because
but
that's just big boy money.
Take a look. Now, in the metaverse, we would probably be bad hosts or bad content creators or influencers if we didn't tell you guys about the ecosystem of the metaverse. And one of the tokens that we've been talking about on the channel for a very, very, very long time is Engine. Engine has been blowing up lately. There's a lot of stuff going on with Engine.
It was just at $3 before the store started.
Yeah.
I sold mine though. I bought in I think my first initial buy was like 98 cents, and I bought some at $1.15. I sold out like $2.50 like a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago.
Yeah,
to buy other projects, but I like Engine. I really like Engine. I love Engine. I've said that for a long time. It's on the World Economic Forum. I love it. It's a green token. I will buy this in the bear market. So many tokens you want to buy in the bear market, man. There's so many opportunities. Engine is going to be fine. Engine is going to be fine.
Oh, it has 1 billion tokens in circulation.
Engine will be fine long term.
Yeah,
and still undervalued
like
right now. What's the supply? 2.4 billion? Oh,
yeah, 2.4 billion. Yeah, Engine is doing some really big things, man. They just announced that they're going to allocate $100 million to a fund for people that want to, work with Engine and all of that. So, it's going to be...
For the metaverse?
Yeah, for the metaverse.
Yeah, they're building metaverse projects for Engine.
It's $100 million going to be poured into this, guys. A lot of people are going to start flooding in trying to get this money.
Facebook,
you know,
Facebook. It's just like people. A lot of these smart companies are understanding. Like, so when Netflix came on the scene, it was so new. It had never been done before. Hey, no more you having to come in and rent the movies yourself. Like, we send the movies to you and all that stuff. That's what Netflix originally was. You rent the DVD and then they'll send it to you, and you don't have to leave your house. That was before streaming. Blockbuster was like, nah, people love going in here. People love it. People love coming in here and what the hell, internet, boop. Nah, you're stupid. People were like, and Netflix is like, all right, you don't want to partner with us? All right. And then Netflix came up with this technology like, oh, we can actually stream these things.
Yeah.
They built a freaking streaming empire. Same thing happened with music. Music used to be CDs. Now it's all streaming. When's the last time you bought a CD? Somebody bought a CD. I don't know. Tell me.
A long time ago.
Maybe just for fun, but to buy and put in your CD player in your car. No people don't anymore.
No, they just go to
stream
Apple
everything.
Music,
Apple Music, Spotify.
You
don't YouTube. You don't buy CDs willingly anymore. You just, it's random, right? DVDs, all this stuff. You're not buying that stuff randomly. So a lot of companies have learned that, hey, there's this new innovative technology. We're not gonna miss out. And Netflix at the time wasn't a big company. They blew up to one of the biggest companies. So now you have Facebook front leading this charge, saying, hey, we're going all in the metaverse. You don't think that these companies are, okay, Facebook has like 2 billion, 3 billion users.
Proven track record.
Why will we not follow their lead?
Exactly.
Even though we might be bigger than them, but still, they have a lot of influence on just society in general. Like people using Instagram, Oculus, using WhatsApp, using Facebook, all their other partnerships.
Yep.
You don't think that these companies see that and they're like, all right, cool. They validated that we need to do it too. They're not gonna be like, Facebook, good luck.
Yeah, exactly. they seen where that happened with them with Blockbuster.
They see opportunity in these tech companies. Microsoft was like, dang, we own one of the biggest gaming. We're big in the gaming industry. We have Xbox. Let's incorporate that.
Exactly.
We have computers. We're a technology company. Let's incorporate that. Nike's like, dang, well, we sell a bunch of stuff online and we sell a bunch of stuff physically. How about we sell some stuff virtually now?
Yep.
People love our stuff in real life. People will love our stuff in virtual life.
Exactly.
More money for them.
Yeah, hundreds of millions of dollars.
Come on,
100 million is gonna pour
it's
into
inevitable.
engine, guys, so
Facebook
definitely take a look.
Put a stamp on it, huh?
They solidified it.
Yeah,
I think,
they just put a stamp saying this is legit.
I think definitely they solidified it. Now another honorable mention we want to just bring to you guys' attention, not for financial advice or anything. We just want to bring you to your attention. Go ahead, John.
This is the not so sleeper gem.
EPIK.
Right Epic here. Prime.
EPIK.
It's on a good dip right now. Most people be thinking, oh, why would I buy this at this time? No, it's down 30%. People took profits. That's good. This thing has 109. This thing has 119 million total supply right now, which it can go up to 2 billion, which is still fine. If it needs to go up to 2 billion, it's still fine. But look, that's beautiful because that's a good buy-in. People took profits. That's good. So if you go to 7 days, look at this. This thing a week ago was 10 cents. This thing hit 39, like 5 extra money when it was at all-time highs. It was all-time high.
I don't even know. 50 cents? Is it?
All-time high.
85?
73 cents.
Damn.
You would have 7 extra money just a week ago. Where else can you do that? You put 1,000, you have $7,000 right now.
I mean, in a week, bit, but yeah. You
would have 10 extra money if you bought it in a week ago.
It's crazy.
10 cents. So what we're saying is this thing's in the middle now. So all-time high is 73 cents.
It will hit there.
The last time it was low was a week ago, 10 cents. It's at 40 cents. You're in the middle. So theoretically, in my opinion, not financial advice, this is not, and it's down 30%. It's in the middle. How much better can it get? Okay, you can wait to get down a little. It might not go back down to where it was. It went on a parabolic run.
Yeah.
So now you're expecting to go on a parabolic run to a parabolic drop? That's a rug pull. That's what you call a rug pull. Okay, that doesn't happen. Like LCX, people are like, oh, it's gonna go back down. I'm like, no, things don't go on a parabolic run just to go on a parabolic decrease unless it's a rug pull. That's considered a rug pull. So obviously, a parabolic run means new investors, more money, more confidence, something positive happening.
Yep.
It bounces really high. The people who bought in earlier take profits, and then if it doesn't tank, then that's not a rug pull. It just consolidates. That's how simple it is. You look at it like that. It's right in the middle. EPIK prime spot to buy in my opinion. I haven't bought in. I'm going to buy in. I've been doing research on it. Even in the Discord, we talk about it in the Discord crazy. Everyone that looked, telling you right now, everyone that's in the Discord that's talking about Prime, they all say, yeah, I like it. They're like, I'm doing more research on it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard one person say anything negative about it.
That's what I'm saying.
And then I don't know if you have anything to say about it. We have a tweet about it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give it a little bit more clarity so you guys have an understanding. So shout out to Coinaban. Yeah. He said EPIK is a metaverse platform for premium licensed NFTs and in-game drops. 75 million market cap. Lead investors are
Amamoka Brands.
Amamoka Brands. Isn't that it's like a big, huge company.
I have no idea. I know that they backed up CryptoKitties and they invested in Axie Infinity.
Yeah,
so
I know
they're not
that
gonna
company.
They're not gonna invest in something that, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
CryptoKitties is Neil Kunis's thing, right?
Yeah.
That's Stoner Cats. That's Stoner Cats. Never mind. CryptoKitties is one with the. I know what they are.
Kitties.
Yeah.
They have like the little face and
their butt.
They're kind of dope. The All-Star team from Nintendo, Tetris, IBM, and then Pokemon.
Those people, people that work on those.
This one by itself should have sold you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loved Pokemon.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So you
love Pokemon.
You have people that worked with Pokemon, IBM, Tetris, and Nintendo working on this project.
Yep, has huge partnerships in gaming, music, and the music industry. Has very huge potential.
And if you go down, look at he breaks it down even more.
Yeah.
He says the gaming partnerships, they got EA, and EA is known for FIFA, Madden, Battlefield, The Sims. They got Tencent.
All these right here, guys.
Which is Tencent is in charge of. They got PUBG. You guys never play PUBG? That shooting game on the phone. I was addicted to that for a while.
Yep.
They help create League of Legends. League of Legends is huge.
Yeah.
Right.
It's still
Konami. Konami's a partnership with them when they help build Resident Evil, Street Fighter.
Universal, dude.
Yeah, you had to go down. You had to go down more.
Freaking Universal.
These are their music and film partnerships. They got Universal, Warner Music, Sony Music, MGM, Discovery, Nickelodeon, Viacom, Lamborghini,
Capcom, Woo! Street Fighter.
Well,
yeah, dude.
Those are just the examples of the partnerships that the partnerships worked with or helped build.
That's crazy. So yeah, it's just an honorable mention, guys. Just take a look at it. We're not telling you to ape into it. We're not telling you to buy it. We're not telling you to do anything. We're telling you to take a look.
Deep dive research.
Do some research on it. If you feel comfortable with it, hey, it's down on a downtrend. These are the times where you tend to want to purchase certain cryptos, not when it's going freaking parabolic and chasing green candles. You don't want to do that. So just you know what I'm saying? Just take a look at it. We're not telling you to get into it or anything like that. Not financial advice at all. All right. All right, now we want to show you guys, leave you guys with this tweet. Let me grab it real quick. Now, this tweet is from the Crypto Dog. He says, imagine being 15 or 16 years old, going to play sports after school instead of trading crypto.
There's more.
Interesting thought to have. Have a laid-back, easygoing childhood and then face 40 years of what is that? Sludging through 9 to 5. Oh, like basically like just going every day through the motions and what people do every single day, or hyper focus on financial independence and have freedom for those 40 years instead. He
said, obviously life isn't black and white, but there isn't that much room for nuance on Twitter, nor would it drive as much discussion. I just realized that I was 15, 16 when I first started making money in crypto. I guess that makes sense. So. Yeah. And then that's what he's saying. So everyone's like mad at him talking about it. But basically, think about it. He says, imagine yourself right now in this generation being 15, 16 years old, and you're packing your bag and you're going to go out and play sports or going out to do whatever. Right. Instead of sitting at home after school, coming home from school, doing crypto and learning crypto.
Yeah.
And that's why he said, he's like, it's an interesting thought to have because you want to have an easy, stress-free childhood, and then have a hard 40 years of your life of adulthood? Or do you want to go crazy while you're young and then have the rest of your 40 lives when you're older be easy breezy?
Yeah. I would take the 15 route because
that
but I mean, I
feel
like
a sacrifice.
We're young enough, right? We're young enough in our age now to where we're not 15, 16, but we still, if we really stay on our path and we really understand and keep diving and learning every single day, I feel like in our 40s, we will theoretically be retired in the sense of we won't have to work for our money like that. We'll just get passive income.
But yeah, that's why I like it, because he says, we've mentioned this before, it's so cool to see things that are like similar to what we've said before.
Yeah.
And it's like at this time, a lot of people aren't worried about crypto. They're obviously right. They're like no matter how old you are, you're 15, 16, 17, 18, those are times when you want to go to school and you want to have fun, you want to play sports, you want to go out, you want to go to parties, you want to go to the park, you want to play basketball, you want to have fun, run around and be young, have fun. And that's like, oh yeah, you're young, enjoy your youth. And then when you're older, if you did that while you're young and you're older, now you're working your ass off.
Yeah.
Because
to say the least.
And then if you had just done the opposite and said, hey, I'm putting away, I'm not going to worry about having fun. I'm not going to worry about any of that stuff what the other kids are doing. I'm 15, 16, 17, even if you're 25. I'm not worried about going to the bar. I'm not, oh, my 21 birthday, I'm going to go drink and go crazy. No. If you're that young, you flip your mindset to where I'm going all in on whatever it is. You're building a business, you're investing into crypto, investing in stocks, whatever it is. And you're building knowledge, you're building yourself, you're building something.
Yeah.
And you work your ass off for those 4 to 5, 6, 7, 8 years. And then once you get to that turning point, you don't have, now the rest of your life, you're free.
Yep.
That's what the mentality is here. It's like at 15, 16, that's what you use as a good example. Cause I remember when I was 15, 16, I was trying to be outside, have fun.
Yep.
What I should have been doing was turn around and learn something, build a business, learn a craft, perfect my craft, do something that's going to allow me to make passive income, learn financial literacy, all that stuff. But I was out there having fun. I'll worry about being an adult when I'm an adult.
Yeah,
I'm worried about making money when I'm older.
I mean, looking at it like one way is like, yeah, we should have been doing that. We would have been in a better position now. But
we had no one around us.
There's no one around us to tell us this information.
Imagine if I did, I would, and someone just told me, dude, I would have listened. I feel like I would have listened.
I feel like I would too, but
you're not even your parents can tell you that because they
didn't grow up with it.
Not even that. They're not rich. If they were rich, they would be teaching you the game. This is how I got rich.
it's mostly
this is how I got rich. This is what you gotta do, son.
Financial literacy,
daughter, whatever.
Financial literacy is what's not taught, and I feel like that needs to be taught.
If your parents were rich, they should technically teach you how to be rich, unless they just don't care. They just say, hey, just go to school, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's case by case, but predominantly, when I'm rich and successful, I will be teaching my kids how to be rich and successful at a young age. At like 10, 12. They'll already be learning the terminology of what an asset is, what a liability is. Like wanting to buy a toy, why it's not important, why it's not valuable right now or whatever. You know, I'm not going to be like evil, like, oh, you can't have this toy, but I'm going to teach them. And then they're going to learn like, okay, this is a liability. Okay, learn how to work for the money, learn how to make something, make the money to then afford to buy it because the thing that's making them money is making money to allow them to buy it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's Richard Man in Babylon.
Yeah.
You use the initial, like I give them an allowance. Okay. Now they're going to learn that, okay, with this allowance, I don't just go and buy something with it. I go and make this allowance make more money. Then the money that's made from that allowance money will pay for the toy.
Exactly.
That's all it is. So like people need to be taught that at a young age. When you're 15 or 16, if someone were able to educate that, put that in your brain, you're going to realize, oh my God, I'm like so young right now. By the time 10 years from now, I'm only going to be 25, 26. And I can literally change my whole entire life to where my last 6 years of my life is stress-free because I busted my ass for 10 years.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And at 15, 16, if you learn that, you building something and even now, but what he's saying now is we have crypto right now. And there's kids today at 15, 16, not even looking at it. There's some that are looking at it though. There's some kids that are freaking filthy rich right now because they have all day to look at it. They have no worry about rent. They don't have to worry about car payment. They don't have to worry about their phone bill.
Nothing. Just go to school.
They can sit at home all day and just go to school, go home and do crypto. Those kids are killing right now. Or they want to do drop shipping, that start online stores, all that stuff, flipping shoes, everything, NFTs. But then there's those obviously there's those kids on the other spectrum that are still going out. That's all I'm ranting about.
Yeah,
that's all I'm ranting about. I was like, there's two different sides of the spectrum.
You know, I looked at our analytics earlier. It only goes back to 18, but we have a decent amount in that 18 to 23 age range. I'm pretty sure we have younger as well. So, you know, if you're younger than 18, guys, you know, we don't try and give you financial advice or anything, but
yeah, I'm 52 right now, guys. I look young, but I'm 52.
But honestly, man, this crypto wave, it's here to stay, guys, and you guys are the ones who are going to be that future. You know what I'm saying? You guys have to grow up in a world that's completely different than how we grew up. We went through what, 3 transitions? Yeah,
we went through. For me, I remember going through the transition of CDs, physical stuff.
Yep.
No phone, no cell phones, nothing. I had AOL.
Yeah, every time someone called, they would knock you off.
Computer was a big box. And in school, we'd have the big box computer.
The big Apple.
And then we went to flip phones, the Motorola Razr, Sidekicks. And then we saw the iPhone come out, iPod, and then we saw the iPhone merge with the
Zune.
Zune, yeah, Zune. I had one.
Tight. I think I still have one.
Maybe somebody stole it from me.
I don't think it works anymore,
I remember,
though.
freaking jerks.
But Zune,
whoever's watching this, I'll find you.
They were brown. It was like a brown box. If you remember Zune, put it in the comment section.
I remember I had one. Somebody stole it from me. I remember it was in my locker. And I think I dropped it or something, and they took it, and then they act like they didn't see it drop. I remember, and I think I know who it is too. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna find you.
DM on Facebook.
I'm gonna find you. We got a community now, crypto community. We're gonna come after you. Spam all your comments.
Give me my Zoom back.
It was like 10 years ago. No, but yeah, we went through that transition of landlines, flip phones, cell phones that are like the first iPod, iPhone, and then we went to the Android, and then now we went to laptops with like freaking
crazy processors.
You could do freaking TeamViewer, Zoom. Yep. Oh my goodness, we went through so much. Now we're FaceTiming on the regular now. Regular FaceTime used to be only on Wi-Fi, only on iPhone. Now you can FaceTime on iPhone and Android together.
Yeah.
Like you can watch a movie on your phone with whoever you want and have 8 people and have a watch party on your phone, and it'll be a little box in the corner of your phone or your laptop, whatever. It'll be all 8 people's faces watching the same movie, same time. So you can pause the movie, pause for all of that. It's insane how far we've gone, and this is just the beginning because we're not even entering the metaverse yet.
And then the people in the generations that are after us, they are going to grow up in a whole different world where they're just gonna know the metaverse. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine 30 years from now, they laugh at us like, you guys have these FaceTime iPhones? I'm virtually here. Like Star Wars.
And then it goes up. Yeah.
Like Avengers with the Wakanda thing. When they,
the
little bead. They're going to be like, you guys have to FaceTime and hold the phone to your face? Our whole body shows up on our wrist.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, shut up.
Yeah, we'll be the old angry
I'll be like 65,
men.
like shut up.
The old angry men that were young and angry when we were
You remember
younger.
gas cars, huh? You go to the garage. You ever see one of these? You gotta turn the key in. Let me find my key.
We got push to start.
My car turns on with my phone. It turns on with me saying hi.
Imagine.
Just walk up to your car and say turn on. Now I gotta find the key. Hold on. What the hell's the key?
Yeah, guys, but honestly, man,
dude, that's how crazy the world's gonna be.
It's gonna evolve relatively quickly.
This is a quick rant. I don't know if anyone's seen the new Scream trailer, Scream 5.
I haven't.
So it's going back to the original Scream. I mean, it's connection to all the movies. They're all connected, but the intro of Scream 5 is literally connected to the first Scream in regards of it's honoring it. So how the girl was at home alone and he calls her and then he plays a game of questions and he comes in and funds in. So the original Scream, I just recently watched it. She locked every door manually. He was like, what door am I at? And she had to keep running around the house locking the doors physically. Right? Because he was like, what door am I at? What door am I at? She's like, oh, she's running this door, locked it. Running this door, locked it. The new trailer, it's an app. She locked all the doors on the app. And it showed all the doors locked. And then he would unlock it. And I was like, and I was looking at it. I was like, oh, when I thought about the first scene of that first Scream and the new trailer of the Scream, which is going to probably be the first scene of that movie.
Yeah.
That's how technology has changed. You guys do it. Watch the first scene of Scream and then watch the trailer of the new Scream. You'll see how technology, literally, same guy, not the same guy, but same villain, right? With the mask, but different age. And he was unlocking the door and he was like, lock the door. Oh, Alexa, lock all doors. And she was locking the door and he would unlock. And then the other one, she was running around physically doing it. That's how the world has changed in the technology. That's crazy to me.
It's crazy. It's gonna happen, guys. Whether we want it to happen or not, it's going to happen. You can either be the one that is invested in that technology, or you can be the one that has to be able to you have to use it. You just be the people that use the technology instead of investing in it. So I know we went on a lot of rants today,
but you guys liked it though. You guys missed it though. Right? Still under an hour.
Yeah.
Still under an hour. Come on, guys. Give us a round of applause. Put the hand emojis in there. Put the hand emojis. We'll do another giveaway. Put the hand emojis in there.
We really pride ourselves on this channel and even on Dante's channel as well that, we have conversations that not a lot of people are having. And, we believe that, we've had a positive impact on people's lives. So hopefully you guys found some value today. We really do appreciate you guys tuning in every single day, subscribing to the channel if you're new, liking the video if you found something helpful. Join our public Discord if you want to be around like-minded people. If you need more and more and more content, then definitely join us on our Twitter, our TikTok, our Instagram, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.